So before I start talking, let me just say that what I'm about to look at scares me. Definitely. But I've been talking a lot about taking my business to the next level. And I might have found something that might help me take my business to the next level. So, with that being said, I'm gonna show you guys something. Now, like, my heart's pitter-pattering right now, pitter-pattering. Definitely, because this is not something I know. I don't know whether or not it'll come to fruition. I really hate teasing you guys with things. Now I understand how some YouTubers are like, I've been keeping something from you guys for a while, and I really didn't want to tell you because if it didn't come through or something like that, you know, I feel like I'd be letting you guys down and I'd be disappointing you guys as well as I would be disappointing myself. Hey, yo, this is Dash. Yeah. So, my goodness. I got like heartburn all of a sudden. Anyway, let's get out of the car. Yeah.
So this is a convection oven.
Okay.
Full-size convection oven.
All right. No. You don't have to go through all
this
that.
This oven here, I love it. Okay. So what I do, this just so the doors don't pop open when we're driving.
All right.
They close properly. But if the door opens, this tempered glass is expensive to replace.
I understand. You don't want it to swing.
Exactly right. This here, down here, is a slow cooker. This precision.
Okay, down
so
at the bottom
what I do with
here.
that, people don't understand smoking.
A
lot of people have been doing it all their life, don't understand. I did an apprenticeship in France as a chef.
Okay.
So I'm a chef, and I learned how to do barbecue in the 80s.
Okay.
And then I've slowly, I don't want to sound like a pompous ass, but I've gotten better along the way.
I understand.
One of the things I learned is meat molecules can only take in
so much
flavor
smoke.
for 2 hours.
I understand.
What happens after that, it begins to dry the meat out, and it begins to grow bitter. And you also lose yield.
Okay, yep.
Because it creates a shell on the outside that makes it harder for the heat to permeate when you're low cooking.
Okay.
So as it cooks slower and allows the meat to permeate, the heat to permeate the meat slower,
yes,
it makes a bitter taste on the outside, but it also, you lose your moisture. Each cell is composed of cell matter and moisture.
Correct.
So the more moisture at the end of the day that you have in your product, the bigger your product is, the better your yield is.
Correct.
So I do 2 hours on the smoker and then I put it in the slow cooker overnight.
Yep.
So I'll smoke my meat. What I'm going to use for tomorrow and the next day, pork is very forgiving.
Oh yeah.
So what I'm going to use tomorrow and the next day, I'd smoke today. I put it on the smoker about now.
Okay.
And then about 6 p.m. I'll turn this on.
Okay.
And leave it overnight. In the morning, when we take the truck where we're going, it's just like it just came out the smoker now. The yield is amazing because you slow cook it in a wet oven. This is a wet oven.
Okay.
Right? It keeps all the moisture inside.
All right.
So it's not like keep cooking it in this oven.
Correct.
Even at low heats, reduces your yield.
Okay, because it dries it out.
Plus the flavor is ridiculous.
All right.
So this here I use as for prep.
Okay.
Right? And I also use it as a griddle top.
Okay.
So I do Reubens, anything that I want to do as a grilled sandwich.
Okay.
You know, Reubens, steak sub, cheese steak. We do French dip and all that kind of stuff with my pit beef.
Okay.
We do pit beef on this truck.
All right.
But I
so you did pulled pork, pit beef. What else?
I did brisket with bacon and bourbon. We did pulled chicken, and then I did fried chicken. We did ribs. We did. I have the menu
around here,
you
probably.
Have a look at the menu online.
Okay, I'll check it out.
I have a. It's in the storage. I have a hang-up menu that goes on the side of the truck.
Okay.
So we did fried chicken. I would serve it in under a minute because
Okay.
I smoked the chicken.
Yep, and then flash fry
hot hold
finish
it, and then just dredge it in seasoned flour, flash fry it for 45 seconds.
Okay.
Because we had 2 fryers. So I turn one up to 400, I leave one at 350. 350s for French fries, 400s for flash fry.
Okay.
Gives it a really nice coating on the outside. You know it. You sound like you know what you're talking about. The hood. So anyway, we did some of our sandwiches on there where I wanted to get cheese melted.
Okay.
You know? Freezer fire suppression.
Okay.
So right now, last year they required all new trucks to have fire suppression, but they didn't go back and get the old trucks.
Okay.
All them old trucks that are out there, they're going to require fire suppression.
They are or not?
Yes, they are.
They are.
No one's getting their permits this year without fire suppression.
So how did you get this permitted as a mobile kitchen? Because that was
you still need to have a commissary kitchen for storage.
Okay.
Right? But you can do all your prep legally on this truck.
Okay. See, that was I guess that's more or less.
Commissary, I have enough. So I'm going to tell you a little secret. I get a letter from my commissary, but I did everything here.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
But they come inspect you. They'll call you and say, where are you? And you tell them. And then they come and give you the inspection, which we always passed our inspections flying color.
Okay.
Disco ball comes with it.
Oh, yeah.
Freezer.
All right.
Okay, so one of the things trucks don't have that they need, they don't know they need it until they find they don't have it, is places to store. We have this here, I keep everything in my bus tubs.
Okay.
Right, and then we have a bungees go across when we're driving.
All right.
But having prep space, serving space, and storage is such a key thing, and they don't build it on the trucks anymore.
Okay.
So this here is my bread. This is where I keep bread. This is not a refrigerator. I gutted it.
Okay.
That's a bread bin. Steam table.
Yep.
Shelving. So this here is less than a year old.
Okay.
This is key. They don't do it.
I'm listening.
Glass door refrigerator. You know why?
So you can see when
you're busy and you've got people, 150 people to serve, you got to run into the fridge and you don't know what you're looking. You can't see what you're looking for. It's a nightmare, bro.
I understand.
So I like the under counter so I can have storage on top.
All right.
I can have serving space on top. We put a mise en place on top of it. This with this. So I put ice in that.
Okay.
And we set it up here, and then the sandwich guy's right down here. He's got this surface to work on, and he's also got this for doing rolling wraps and keeping the coleslaw, all the things you want to grab as you go. Here's our 3-compartment sink. This is something I devised. People don't understand. They allow it. They don't know about it. So, 3-compartment sink.
Yep.
During service,
you use it.
I have the speed rack here.
Okay.
So we use this for serving off of.
Okay.
So the guy prepping, cooking right there, he'll turn around with the dupe, put the dupe there and the food underneath it.
All right.
So I can take orders at the window.
Yep.
Right? So that's why I have those on top of the sinks.
And same thing. Okay. Yep.
Down here's 50 gallons.
Okay. And the 70-gallon is underneath?
Outside underneath.
Okay.
Hot water heaters down there somewhere.
Okay.
Brand new.
Is that?
That's it. That's the inside part of it.
Okay.
But you light it from the outside.
All right.
But this is new.
So it's propane?
Propane. So now everything on here runs on propane. Outside I have a 100-gallon tank.
Okay.
100-pound tank.
Yeah.
I would fill that tank once a month, no matter how busy I was.
Okay.
If that. So, new
What
equipment.
does it cost you to fill that 100-pound tank?
It depends. Propane changes so much.
Okay.
But I fill mine. The cheapest place is U-Haul.
Yep.
And I go there.
Washington Boulevard.
Yep, that's my boy.
Yep, I know. I know that man as well.
I've known him and his whole family for years. His wife used to work at Restaurant Depot 20 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not that. I haven't been in it that long.
That's his daughter works in there with him too.
Okay, I think I know who you.
I've known that family for years. So, stereo, inside, outside speakers.
Okay.
The generator's kind of good.
So
I leave the heat on in the winter.
Okay.
Because you'll find that your pipes freeze up.
Okay.
You want to come back in here?
No.
Good?
Yeah. I just wanted to. I really just wanted to kind of get a look in and around. So is this an old Grumman truck?
Yeah, this is a Grumman. So this is a unique truck because it's a Grumman. Everything's Grumman, Isuzu. So that motor's Grumman. This thing runs like I have done.
Would you happen to have the key to be able to start it, or
like inside?
Okay.
Go get the keys.
So this is to fill the tank?
Huh?
Is this to fill the tank?
This is to empty the tank.
Okay, that's to empty the gray water or empty the...
This is empty fresh water.
Okay.
Gray water empties underneath the back. You're gonna have to crouch down super low.
I'm not getting down there right now.
I put this on here only because I didn't want the smoke from the hot water heater
Okay.
to bother the customers at all.
Oh, okay.
Right? So I put it down there.
And that door is to access it to turn it on. Okay.
This is a 10K generator.
All right.
It's not even a year old. It's still under warranty.
Okay.
Most people don't have enough power on their trucks.
Yeah. And that'll run. So what do you?
Everything at the same time.
So what do you have? A 240 line running out to that right now, or 220 line,
Yeah,
or?
exactly. So that's to run the truck if you're at a location where you can plug in.
Correct.
But also at home.
Of course.
You put a box on, so I keep the truck, refrigerator, freezer, all that running.
Yep.
But this here, once a month.
Okay.
If that, during the height of the season. If that.
Okay. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It says it has 100,000 miles on it, but it's an automatic. It says it's a diesel, automatic. And looking around, I think this is a good place to start, at least figure out what I need or would need. I see a couple leaks in here, but that's probably not a deal breaker or anything like that. He's supposed to be getting the keys for me. Try to start it up. That would be nice. And okay. Alright, so the way he's got this run, this is the plug that he has going up. Okay, I see the connection over there. Is there a trick to starting it?
No.
Okay.
No, I just had the key in the...
Hate to make you have to go all the way back inside the house.
I'm oldest.
You throwing stuff at me now? Hang on.
I haven't started this truck in, it's been 6 weeks, maybe longer.
Here's your keychain. So it's a diesel, but it's not a turbo diesel.
Yeah, it's got a...
It is turbo?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. I think I want to say it's a 2003 or 2000. I don't know what year it is. I have to look at the registration.
Okay.
But that's been sitting here that long. I haven't started it.
Okay. So that power, does that go to warm and to do anything with the batteries on the truck, or is that separate system?
No, it's not.
Okay. This is just a fact-finding mission, you know what I mean? How big is the fuel tank?
40 gallons.
And is this the fill here?
I think it's 40 gallons. It seems like I should know these things, but the truth is, you don't go very far in it, typically.
Okay.
Right, so like I would go every once in a while to Eastern Shore for an event, or Rhode Island. I mean, if they built these things to drive 500,000 miles, the diesel. So for this one to be the year it is, it only has 102,000 miles. So that's the truck. Runs pretty good. Ain't no engine lights on. I mean, but I'm not, you know, look.
I hear you.
I'm not so interested to sell it that screwing someone over. I'm a local guy.
I understand.
This truck, we did a lot of business at the schools here.
So I'm looking around and I'm seeing a couple, you know, a couple leaks and drips and stuff. Is that Where is that coming
I
from?
have no idea. Back here, it's not a leak. That's a fan.
Okay.
Pull hot air out of the back.
Yeah, yeah.
So when it snows, the fan's got a fan cap, so you get a little bit of reflux.
Okay.
See, where you were seeing on top of the fridge, as the snow melts, there's snow on top of the hood of the fan. So you get a little reflux in the water. That's that. This right here, I think that just came out of the air
box.
Just condensation.
Possibly. You're right.
I think that just came out.
One eternity later.
Alright, so obviously I'm back in my car. Can't show you guys everything, though I would love to. And I'm gonna start the car because the battery on the camera is dying, so I need to plug it in. Deep sigh, like indigestion and all types of other stuff is running through my mind. Is the truck perfect? No. Is it something I could probably deal with and figure out? I'm sure I could. Is it the right time? Most definitely not. It never is. Never is. Is it a solid start? Quite possibly. I don't know. I've got a lot to think about. If you guys see this video, I don't know, I might even turn the comments off on this video. This is more or less, I don't know. You know how sometimes you shouldn't jump at the first thing you see, the first opportunity. And to be completely honest with you, my plan was to use Vanna to tow a trailer and not necessarily step up onto a truck. At least for my first foray. Though, I'm sure I could probably spend as much, if not more, on a trailer than this guy's asking for this truck. I'll tell you, he's asking more than $30,000. Because I know that's the question everybody wants to know. He's asking more than $35,000, less than 40. Y'all can figure it out. Y'all can argue in the comments about how much the truck actually is going to cost. I know in my mind, if I were to make him an offer, I would offer him less than $30,000. Just because, but at the same time, well, because I know I don't have $30,000. And I'm sure the truck is going to need some work. Like, there's no way this truck is passing inspection as far as a vehicle inspection. I don't think it's old enough for it not to have to go through inspection. Man. Well, hopefully I edit this video some sort of way and you could kind of walk along with me, and I guess this is what it looks like to take a first look at a food truck. So maybe that's what I don't know what I'm gonna title this. I apologize for the ramble. I know I am just babbling at this point. I got a lot going on in my head, and I want to say thank you guys as always for watching. If you like what you saw today, if you learned something, if you want to offer some sort of encouragement or opinion, or if you know what some of that equipment was inside that truck, please feel free to let me know down in the comments below. I'd greatly appreciate it. So I think on that note, I'm going to bid you guys adieu, ask you to subscribe if you haven't already. Please share the video, share all of my videos. I don't know. Got a lot to think about.